It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Niners and the Texans. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Houston Texans. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. No score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Purdy on 3rd down. And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Desmond King deep for Houston. Taking it about the 16. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, here's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Not too much to show you in terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Stroud looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these 2 defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Back to throw, Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Purdy. Steps away to play. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here comes 2nd down. Purdy to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. First throw of overtime for Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here's Purdy to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So the OT clock hit 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Purdy to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Oh, able to avoid him. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 23-yard line.
So the OT clock hit 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On first down, it's Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down throw for Purdy. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, a good move at the... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 6 yards on the touchdown run. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on fourth down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play. And boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And just not quite enough gas in the tank. Down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. First throw of overtime, Stroud. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now it's Stroud's turn in OT. This one left side caught by Collins.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Stroud. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on